So welcome. Today I want to speak about dreams. So if you've been having issues with a recurring dream, or a dream keeps appearing and then it has a knock-on effect into your waking life, or you just want to understand what dreams are trying to tell you, this is what I'm going to cover today in this video. So let's get into it. Let's talk about dreaming. So welcome back. My name's Sage. I'm from Karnak Holistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So today, as I mentioned, I want to talk about dreams and what they mean. I've got over 30 to 40 points or different dreams, translations, and what they start and what they mean. And this is what I'm going to try and cover all that today for you. So it's going to give you some clear understanding. So basically, let me just start with the first one. Dreams are, for example, let me just start what dreams are. Dreams are an expression or communication from your unconscious self or your spirit self talking to your conscious self. And we still live on, and we still, as we dream, as we go to sleep and we move forward and we're existing in that life of the dream world, we are connecting and we are having experiences which are affecting this life. So, for example, there's something called deja vu, and many of us probably had it, where you said, "I've been here before, I know, or I've known this person." That's where you go forward in time and you go to that specific point. I'm going to cover this in another video, so I don't want to talk too much about it today, but it is a part of dreaming, and it is a part of communication from what you do when you sleep. So today is about 30 points about dreaming. So the first one is car trouble. So car trouble equalizes, you're stuck or you're not making any movement in life. You're just you're looking to go on a journey, but you're not sure whether you should take it. If you feel you're inside the car and you're the backseat driver, that means you're the backseat driver and you need to either wait a minute or take more control in your life in order to have control of a particular situation. The second one is lost or trapped. So if you feel like you're lost and you're in the middle of a field somewhere, and you're feeling confused or you feel trapped, it's you not realizing or recognizing what you're about or what you need to do within your own life. So you need to make some decisions in order to come out of that situation and really clarify. And I would suggest look at the pros and cons and then see which works out best for you. So lost or trapped means that you are stuck in a situation that you're not looking at the clarity or the pros and cons of what this situation is trying to tell you. The third point is running away. So if you dream you're running away from something or from someone, this is a element of that you are trying to escape you or your current situation. And in essence, it's almost, I want to say you need to stand and confront this, because if you're constantly running away or not facing it, it means that nothing is going to be resolved in that situation. So running away, you need to stand and deal with it and don't put your head in the sand. You need to just face it, and then you can be able to move on through that particular situation. The fourth point is failing a test. So if you dream that you are in a classroom and you feel like you failed a test or you're failing a test, or you're at the desk and then you're getting stressed out and then nothing seems to be making sense. I get a lot of this when I've got some of my clients who are students or going for tests. They have dreams that they are failing, or they don't feel that they're gonna pass it. Failing is a prediction of your worst case scenario. It's not necessarily you're going to fail. It's that you need to do more studying. You need to just probably let go because your mind's probably overloaded. And sometimes when you're especially when you're in your dream state, your brain's still active, especially if you're still working or studying way into the night, and then you dream about you are failing your test. So you may need to take about 20 minutes out and look at your study pattern in order to work out what's going on with you. The next point 5 is missed opportunity. So if you feel you've gone for a job interview or you met somebody that you wanted to get to know, but it doesn't seem to be working, and you feel like you had a missed opportunity, it means that you are running on the same rat wheel, that you need to turn around and look at why you are failing and you're not hitting that sweet spot. So it could be for the fact is that you're not recognizing the different changes you need to make in order to make that reality real in this life. So if you're failing or you have missed opportunities, it's a fact is that you need to look at what your failings are and why you're missing the opportunity. Are you always late? More structure, more diversity, more focus, more understanding. All these things need to be looked at. So that is, you need to look at why you're missing missed opportunities, and the missed opportunities normally come up because you are not looking and planning correctly. So point 6 is being chased. Now, we've all had this. It depends who's chasing you. If it's someone you don't know and it's like a horror situation, that means something at your unknown you need to face and confront. If it's somebody you know is chasing you, it's a situation that you need to deal with, the same scenario. So you need to confront this and stop running away, because that seems to be it's kind of like, it's your pattern, and your conscious self is telling the unconscious self is telling your conscious self that this is what you're going to go into, fight and flight, where you need to be grounded and deal with it. Point 7 is teeth damaged, bad teeth, or good teeth. So if you dream about teeth, it's basically about nourishment. So if you're not getting enough nourishment, or you're not having the right salads, you're not eating well, you're getting stressed, you need more sleep, this is what it's about when you see your teeth, because it's what we process and processing stuff. So when you're dreaming about your teeth, or if they're bad, then you have a look to see how bad they are. So therefore, it's that you need to change your diet. If your teeth are good, that means that you're feeling good about yourself and you're going down the right direction and good things are coming towards you. Point 8 is falling asleep, falling or sinking. So you know that feeling when you feel you're falling down into this like rabbit hole. This is an element of again, this is out of your control. You need to take stock of what you can do, and you need to adjust and realize what it is that you need to do to make these things change. Because if you're in a situation where, for example, you're at work and then you feel like you just automatically feel like you're falling, then it's something to do with work. If there's a situation at work or at home or with friends or so on, or family, and that you feel you're falling and you don't seem to get the point, you need to take control. And it means that there is something you're not doing in order to make you have control in that situation. So the next point is point 9 is water or lost at sea. Water is about flow, flourishing, flowing, going with the motions. Sometimes if it's a violent sea or violent river that you're on, or if you're drinking water, that's good. It's about intake. You need to probably drink more water. If you're dreaming by the sea, probably that you need to have some element of the sea, so you probably need to visit the sea. These elements are calling you to them and bringing you in this life form into that life, into that, in how it's to benefit you. If you are not having enough of it, your answers will be, for example, in water, so bathing instead of having showers, sitting by a river, or going and sitting by the canal. It has to be an earth, water element. That's what's trying to communicate with you. Next one is point 10 is wanting to go to the toilet, but for some reason you don't seem to make it. So when you get into the toilet, again, they're similar to missed opportunities. It's about you're just wasting your life away on probably rubbish. And that's something you need to look at and probably have a self-assessment about who you are and what you're about. So if you feel you're going toilet and, for example, you're not going toilet, that means that you're not processing things. Like this could be internally, food-wise. This could be consciousness on how you're thinking, or this could be emotional. So assess and check yourself and then go through the motion to develop it and change that point so you can move forward. That's what when you get in toilet is about. Point 11 is feeling trapped. So if you're trapped, again, this is the same thing about being lost. If you're trapped, you can't get out. You're in a trapped situation. You're going down the same path. You meet a particular person, and you meet someone in real life, in this life on Earth, and you dream you're trapped. It could be for the fact is that you're meeting the same person over and over again, and you're making the same mistakes. If you feel trapped, if there's a situation it needs to be addressed, you need to deal with, and you need to confront it and stop running away, because when you're trapped is that you need to learn to get out of it instead of waiting for life just to make it happen for you. 12, murdering or murders. So this is an interesting one. Murder is that you may feel that you're feeling threatened or you're getting nervous. It depends who it is as well. It doesn't mean that you're going to die. It's more for the fact is that there is a change that you feel that you're being threatened by your specific situation that you're in, or someone is in control of it and you're not in control. And what they're saying is that or what you're trying to tell yourself is that you need to take control of that and outsmart the murderer, in order for you to move forward. So 13 is a dark figure or people. So if you dream you're being followed by a dark figure, the same thing is like it's an unknown person that is in your life or around your life that doesn't seem to have any purpose in your life. Again, I feel it's about confronting and dealing with them, unmasking these people. Normally when this card comes up, when this dream comes up in tarot, it will be the moon, and if the moon appears, I will look for the sun in order to reveal what these people are about or this figure is about. It's for you to turn around and confront them and deal with it. Point 14 is testing. So if you feel you're being tested, or you feel in your dream you're being tested, this is about you not wanting to deal with issues in your life, so you're just shutting down, but you need to deal with it and make these changes in order for your actions or your situation in your life to shift. Point 15 is roads. So when you dream of roads, it depends what kind of road. If it's a big road, small road, it's about your journey. You're going on a journey somewhere, and it's somewhere where you keep, it's a part of your life you need now to move forward and go on that journey. And this could be symbolically, this could be physically. So be aware that if you're dreaming about roads a lot and it's a recurring dream, you need to make that journey inwardly or mentally or physically. Point 16, being naked. So that's about fear of being exposed. And again, that is an element of that you would need to deal with. And if you're feeling exposed around certain people, depends if you're for example, if you're at school or you're at college or you're at work and you're exposed and you feel like you walk into a room naked, this could be that you're feeling like everyone knows too much about you. This is mean that you need to be a bit more guarded. Sometimes if you dream that and you don't share too much, it may be for the fact is that your unconscious self is in your conscious self, that you need to be a bit more open, hence why you have the dream. So if you're walking in your dream and you drop your clothes off, that's normally the first one where I said that you're too open, where if you kind of walk out you're pulling and you're just already naked, it's probably for the fact is that you need to be more open and talk to and be more open with people or open in this situation around people. Point 17, being in a relationship. Now, it could be for if you're looking for a relationship or if you're in a relationship, this is about relationships. It not per se is in dating. It's probably relationships, plural, people around you. So you need to identify if you're failing in some way, or some people may need your support, and look at your relationships with people and how you come across to people, because you may come across quite negative, you may come across as kind of big-headed, you may come across as really loving, somebody may need your assistance. So have a look at if you dream about a relationship, that's what it's about. And have a look at the people that are in it, because there is always an indication to who is in your dream. So if you're dreaming your best mate, probably link to that person or link to somebody at work is probably they're always going to be in a dream, or someone that reminds you of them as well. So take heed to who are in a dream and what the dream's about. Point 18 is you dream that your partner's cheating. Now, it probably is that you need to be a bit more open with your partner, or your partner is literally cheating, or that you're cheating and you're about to be found out. So the reality is, don't cheat, simple as. So it's about exposure. So yeah, simple as. That's pretty much what they're trying to say. 19, babies, new beginnings, beginning of something new, things are going to start happening for you. Depends on what the baby is. If the baby's newborn, something new's imminent. If the baby is, I say, younger than 1, it means that it's going to take a bit of time for it to transform. If the baby is just like literally newborn, about a couple hours old, that means it's literally going to happen just like that. And it's about you getting ready to make it happen. Next one is number 20 is death or funeral. Again, it's the same as babies. It means that something's coming to an end and something's starting. The difference with babies is something's going to naturally progress to happen. With death or a funeral means that something's coming to an end quickly, then it's going to begin. Do you see the difference? With the death or the funeral, there is no natural progression. It's just one door shuts, one door opens straight away. 21 is cats. We dream of cats. Depends if it's a black cat. Good luck. Cat walks across your path. There's a saying, walks across your path. It's bad for you. No, it's good for you. If you walk across its path, it's bad. But if you've got a cat and you dream about your cat, then it's good. Cats are protectors, so you probably need protecting. So be aware of that. And if you're spiritual, do your cleansing, and then do a spiritual protection with white light or golden light. And also check your energy points, which are your chakras. 21, vampires. Now, this is really interesting because I really looked into this one, because it's something I don't normally come across, but I know a few people have spoken to me about it. And if you dream of a vampire, there's someone, obviously, have you heard of the saying, psychic vampires? When someone comes into a room, they suck the energy out of the place, when you come around someone, you may know somebody you meet and you just feel really depressed because when you're random, or you feel really low when they go. They call psychic vampires. Sometimes they don't mean to do it, but sometimes they do. This is all about protecting yourself, and so just be aware about these people, about these situations. So it may be for the fact is that a situation or a person is sucking the life out of you, and you may need to step back or put more protection up in order to have a bit more control over it. 23 is being the opposite sex. So this is about gender change. Now, this could be kind of not controversial. If you're going through it, it's a want. If it's your normal, if you're not normal being, I'm not mean to be, it's not disrespectful, so apologies. If you're making a change, as in yourself, as in that you are like straight and you are heterosexual, and then you dream that you're the opposite, it's not necessarily sexual. Just want to make that clear. It's not necessarily sexual. This is more about you taking on the feminine or the masculine, because the feminine, we are male, we are feminine and masculine. We have all these energies inside us. So if you're male and you're very alpha male, but you dream you're very feminine, it could mean that you need to be a bit more feminine, have a more feminine approach, a bit more caring and compassionate about how you do things, and controlled. If you're female and you have a male, you dream that you're male, it could mean, for the fact is that you need to be a bit more assertive and more in control, more stronger. Not saying women ain't strong, but you need to be having a bit more masculine energy about your person. 24 is sex. If you dream you're having sex with somebody, it means there is a lack of recognition. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to do the booting. It probably means that you are not feeling appreciated, and because sex is a part of appreciation, and also because sex as well is, people don't like to talk about it, but you should, because it is a natural flow and a natural thing. So if you dream that you are having sex with your partner, with a friend, whoever, it probably means that you're not feeling listened to or heard. So address those issues. The other thing, 25, is radio TV. If you're dreaming you're watching TV or on TV or on radio or listening to the radio, it's about you being a bit more open, a bit more flamboyant in your life. You're very isolated and very you, almost kind of like the hermit. So if you're more of going through hermit stage, you probably need to be more open and out there in order to get through whatever you're going through. 26 is if you feel like you're being late. So if you dream you're always arriving late, I sometimes dream this, that no matter how much time in my dream I could be going, okay, I need to get there for a particular time. And then in my dream, I see me planning it, and I feel I'm arriving on time, and I look at my watch, and I'm arriving there, and I arrive, and I look at my watch, and it's the time, but then I look again, and it's later. It could mean, for the fact is that you need to monitor, you need to stop, take a chill pill. Basically, chill out, man. It's you're just worrying too much, and just go with the flow, basically. So yeah. That's simple as, really. 27, if you dream about snakes and reptiles, be careful. There could be someone being very snidey behind your back, and I'm getting like this two-tone type of person. So it could be very careful how you and who and what you say to people. Other thing is, if you dream about you're the snake, it could mean you need to take on the snake's characteristics and approach things from a snake point of view. So be very crafty and snidely, but not disrespectful, obviously. Take that on board. Next one is 28. Animals. If you dream of your animals, you're with animals. Now, this is a difficult one because you've got the safari and then you've got zoos. So if you dream you're in a zoo, it means you're trapped. If you dream you're on safari, you need to be free. So if you dream you're an animal or you're watching an animal, it may mean that you feel you're trapped or you're isolated, so you need to break free. I want to break free. Anyway, the other thing is, if you feel you're on a safari, it means that you need to be a bit more like that, be a bit more freer and go out there and, again, take a chill pill, man. Go out and enjoy yourself. Next one is 29, hair or hair loss. So if you're dreaming about hair loss or you lost your hair, it could mean that you need to be a bit more organic about your life and really take care of yourself, because you don't want to end up like me, but you may not look as slick as me. But anyway, so yeah, just be natural. And if you dream you've lost your hair, it could mean that you're losing something in your life. If you're growing your hair's grown. Like if you're bald like me and you got lots of hair, it will mean that something's coming to you or approaching naturally, and things will make the change happen. Point 30 is meeting famous people. So if you meet someone famous, especially somebody that you really adore, that means that you need to don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't worry. To kind of take on the characteristics of this person, because when you see, if you're going through a troubling time and you dream about meeting, I don't know, Winston Churchill, maybe you need to take on how he is in order to get through it, or listen to, if you have a conversation with him in your dream, or the person you dream of, listen to what they're saying, because there's a messages in the actual dream about what your situation is and how you probably can get through it. 31, flying. I love this one because I like to fly. So it's about you being free, which is probably easy to say. You need to I keep saying chilling out, but you know what I'm talking about. You need to just be like a bird. Just go out and just approach things freely. Just be out in nature, just fly. That's simple as really. 32, doors. Now, if you dream a door slamming, that means that something's coming to an end and something new is going to happen. If a door's opening, something new starting and something's come to an end. If you just see a door shut, that means you need to get ready to open it. Or you're not doing the right things to open it. If you see a wooden door, a natural door, that means you need to do it all naturally. If it's a PVC door, for example, you know, like them sliders, then you're being unnatural approach. You need to be natural. So it's just everything at the moment is not natural if it's PVC. If you've got like patio doors and there's glass in it, it's almost like you can see through the door, so you can see what needs to be done. That's what it's about. Your dreams always equal what your answer is, and I'll explain this later on. 33, food or fruit. So I put these together and I don't want to do them separate. So if you dream of food, it depends what type of food. If you're eating burgers and McDonald's and all that stuff and meats and it's really bad for you, then it's telling you, wait, sort yourself out. Go and stop having that kebab and go and have a salad, but just look at your health. If you're dreaming of fruit, that means that you're doing quite well and you're healing, but it could mean as well that you probably need a bit of roughage, I say like bad food, to have that balance. But normally it's about just be conscious and be good about what type of food you have. 34 is water. I've covered this already, but it's about you free flowing. 36 is about your home. I thought this is really cool, and I get this a lot with clients who especially the ones that are moving, they dream about their home there, so they feel, do I need to stay here? And it's your unconscious, not necessarily, it's your unconscious telling you it's okay to go. And I had one lady almost give up her home just to stay because she thought she was having dreams that she should stay. And I'm saying that ain't the case. It's normally for the fact is that it's you say your goodbyes. And if you're looking for somewhere to live, then it's, if you dream about your house or another house, it's, if you see another house, that's probably where you're going, and you need to manifest that. If you're dreaming about this place and you're looking for somewhere, or looking at your house and you're looking to move, then again, say goodbye, do the rituals about cutting the cord with your present home, and because somebody else is going to move in and it's be their life in that house. 37, naked in public. Now, I said about being naked, but this is naked in public. So you're walking down the street and next minute you look down, you're bollock naked. That is about you exposing yourself, so you're giving too much away. That's different than what I said before, because this one is that you have to be on the street, i.e. Oxford Street or the West End, and then next minute you're walking all you're normal, then you look down and you're naked. This always reminds me of what was it? Evan Almighty, when he tries to take off the robe and he takes the robe off and he walks out the door and then he's in his robe again. It's that type of thing. It's like you need to dress yourself and be a bit more open and be more open about yourself, about who you are and what you are and what you're about. 38 is flowers. Flowers is really good. Again, depends what flowers it is. I would advise with this, when you dream about a flower, look at where it is, and then you may need to research this, look at what type of flower represents, because each flower means something, because each flower have an angel attached to it. So you need to research it and just Google it, really. Say if you dream of a rose, what a rose represent? If you dream of a lily, what does this represent? If you dream of a cross-pollination, it's a big tough word there, check it, cross-pollination, and you dream of like a rose and a lily as one, that means that you need to have the approach of two of those characteristics. So it could be lily's more what's the word? More chilled, more elegant. Is at least for me, is more elegant, where the rose is very more traditional. So you may have to be elegant and traditional in your approach to a situation. So if you're in a situation, for example, at work, and you normally kick off and throw your toys at the pram, or you just switch off, maybe you need to be a bit more elegant in the way you talk and be a bit more professional in how you address the situation. That's what it could mean. 39 is mud. This is an interesting one. Doesn't come up much, but it does. Mud, if you're in quicksand, which falls under the same thing, if you dream of mud, it represents the same scenario, that you are stuck and you need to overcome it. So just keep going. If you're kind of getting towards the end of your situation, in a dream, so you're coming out of the mud, that means that you're about to leave. If you're stuck in it, you need to kind of like get the protection and then look at going through it and look at where you are and what's the situation around you and why you're in this mud. 40 outcome is if you're on an island, it may be that you want to get away. And it's about you traveling, same as a journey when you see the road. And 41 is about magic. If you dream about magic, it could be different things. For example, you may need to have magic in your life. You may need to consult a mystic or a witch or a wizard or whatever, or a sage or a shaman in order to help you with your current situation. So what I want to do, I'll say 43, but I want to talk about recurring dreams. So if you're having a recurring dream over and over and over again, look at these points I've mentioned and count if it's more than 3 times, and it's the same type of dream and it's the same kind of location, it's more than likely it's really important. If you have the odd one, it's not so bad. The other thing is dream journal. If you're a dreamer, some people get messages for dreams. I'm always advocating dream journals. I don't. I used to a lot. I should. But when I get a certain dream, I document it. And if I'm working on something for somebody, or I'm working on something for me, about a transition, then I would do my dream journal. Because sometimes when I do when I'm going through changes or shifts, I don't necessarily dream. But sometimes I don't get no changes in life, but I'll dream like it's going out of hell, like getting out that mental. And so I take note about what I dream about, and especially what the dreams are in it, or if it's so real. That's an important thing as well. If it's real to you, if it's like a real life thing for you, then it's for the fact is that it's them telling you, like, this is serious. You need to deal with it. So basically, I think I've gone over 40 odd points, but I wanted to just kind of get it out there. I think it's been one of the longest videos I've done, but I wanted to really get this recorded today, especially for the new year. But if you're dreaming, let me know what's happening and how it's worked for you. How did you feel this video went down for you? Is it useful? Is it going to help you with your reoccurring dreams? I'm going to do probably another one about reoccurring dreams and a bit more in depth about different subjects. That's it. Stay blessed. Have a happy new year if I don't share a video with you soon. I'm going to release a New Year's video anyway. So stay blessed, stay safe, and namaste.